So in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 athletic principles to become athletic and aesthetic, because that's what athletic means. It means athletic and aesthetic. But this video is gonna be different from all the other videos you see here on YouTube, because I myself, along with other YouTubers, have been guilty of this, of telling you what to do, telling you to do the sprints and telling you to do the fast and telling you to lift heavy. But I don't tell you how to do it. And understand, the only thing that matters is how you do it. So what I'm going to do in this video is give you the intangibles, the mental principles that you need in order to see success and actually become athletic and aesthetic. Because unless your mindset is solid and your mental is strong, you're not going to get no results. So in this video, we're going to keep it P, and I'm going to give you the 3 P's of athletics. And this is the exact framework that I use to not only craft my physique, but also play D1 football and build my business. So I'm going to start with a story. But before we get into that, I know, I'm wearing a black tank top today. It's because all my other tank tops are in the wash right now. But if y'all mess with the black tank top, let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, back to the story. So, story time. So back when I was playing football at Miami, essentially, y'all, my whole life, I've always been a grinder. You know, I'm the type of nigga, I'm gonna be the first one to show up, I'm gonna be the last one to leave. And I'm just gonna do the fucking work. I'm gonna do what needs to get done. I'm gonna do those extra drills. I was in the film room watching extra film. I was doing all the work. I would go home, I would hit my push-ups, I would hit my squats, I would hit my pull-ups. I was doing all this extra work. I was trying to grind so hard, but I got no results. It did not make a difference. It did not make a difference because why? My mindset was never there. My mental wasn't there. The reason for why I was doing what I was doing was so shallow was because I wanted status. I wanted the clout. I didn't actually want to be that good at football. I just wanted the results that come with it, the extrinsic stuff. Nothing intrinsic was actually coming from me. And because of that, the way I did things was sloppy. The way I did things was lazy. I wasn't as consistent as I could have been. When I was doing drills and whatnot, I wasn't very focused. I wasn't present. I wasn't being intense with it. And I say all that to say is that no matter how hard you grind, no matter how hard you try to do the right thing, you can still do the right thing and it's not going to get you no results. Just look around you, look at all the examples of life. People out here are working hard, going to their jobs and whatnot, doing the hard work, doing what needs to get done, and yet they still broke, they still fat, they still out of shape, they still lame as fuck, they still boring. It's like you can do all the right things, but unless you got the proper mental framework, none of it is going to matter. So enough of me yapping and whatnot. Let's get right into the first P, which is going to be purpose. Y'all already knew this was coming first. Look, if you want to have if you want to see progress with anything you do in life, you got to have the purpose down pat. And what exactly is purpose is literally just your why. It's the reason for why you do what you do. You can call it a goal, you can call it a mission, you can call it a vision, you can call it a quest, even a hero's journey. But at the end of the day, it's your why. It's what wakes you up in the morning. I'm not talking about your alarm clock. I'm talking about that thing deep in your soul, deep in your gut that you feel, that vision that God gave you. So why is this so important? Is because, like I said, it's just the motivation for why you do what you do. If your purpose isn't strong, if your purpose just isn't clear, we'll start with that. If your purpose just isn't clear, if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, you're just going to be an aimless, wandering, lost soul. You're literally going to be in NPC mode. It's like you're randomly just going to get up and stand up and walk around because someone in the code was telling you and moving you around like you're a sim. You're literally just going to be AFK, NPC, non-playable character. And we not gonna have that over here. If you watching this video, if you gonna be part of the athletics gang, one thing about us is that we PCs, we playable characters, we MCs as well, main characters. So understand is that you got to define your purpose. And how do you do that? You define your purpose. See, here's the thing, is that a lot of people out here, they're waiting for God to come down straight from the heavens and give them some grand quest, some grand vision. They're waiting for Gandalf to bust through their door and be like, all right, yo, Frodo, we going on this quest. It's like, no, bro, it's not that simple, bro. King Kai is not going to show up at your doorstep and say that you're a Super Saiyan. It's not that simple. Jiraiya is not going to pop through and say, yo, Naruto, let's go train. No, you need to give it to yourself, because understand, I'm not trying to get super spiritual or biblical in this video, but you have a tiny piece of God inside you. That's a fact. I don't care what no one says. So understand is that if you give yourself a purpose, if you just define what it is you want and then you go after that and chase that fully, that's God giving you your purpose, giving you your vision. So what I want you to do is literally stop this video, stop whatever you're doing right now. You can be watching this video in AFK mode. Shut that out, bro. You're back playing the game right now. I want you to write down what your purpose is. And it can be shallow, bro. It can be that you want to get more girls. It can be that you want to get more status. It can be that you want to wear drip and wear Dior and drive around in a Bentley Lambo in Miami or something. It literally doesn't matter how shallow your purpose is. What matters is that you have a purpose. Now, obviously, I'm going to recommend that you have something more intrinsic, like actually trying to make a purpose in this world, actually trying to help people, because understand, when you help people, you help yourself, and then everybody wins in the end. But I say all this to say is just define what your purpose is right now. Literally pause the video and just define what your purpose is. And it can be simple, but ideally, like I said, you're helping people, you're helping your family, you're helping your friends, or you're helping yourself, you're helping number one. So that's the first principle of athletics. To become athletic and aesthetic, you just need to know what your purpose is. You need to know your why behind your training, so that way you actually have the motivation and you have the willpower to go forth and do what needs to get done, especially when you don't want to fucking do it. Now, moving on to number two, understand, a purpose is useless without number two, which is progress. Because unless you're actually consistently progressing, unless you're consistently improving and getting better, because that's all progress is consistent improvement. Unless you're consistently working on whatever your mission or vision is, whatever it is you got to get done, unless you're actually making progress, making improvement in that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, okay? So what exactly is progress? Like I said, it's the continuous improvement. If you're going to the gym, you need to be putting up more weight. Your body needs to be looking better. If you're playing a sport, you need to be getting faster. You need to be getting more smooth. You need to be getting more playing time. You need to be getting more stats or whatnot. You need to be stuffing the stat sheet or something. So why exactly should you focus specifically on progress? Is because you need to know that you're actually doing the right things and that you're actually getting closer to fulfilling your purpose and fulfilling your vision. Understand, like I said, you can show up and just do the thing, but if you're not actually making progress, if you're not in a better position today than you were yesterday, none of it matters. None of it is going to make a difference. So what you need to do is you need to start tracking your results. You need to start tracking what you do. Like when it comes to the gym and whatnot, we'll take fitness to keep it simple real quick. It's like you need to track your numbers and make sure that they're going up, making sure you're doing more sets, more reps, more weight. When it comes to like a sport or something, you need to track what you're doing. You need to track like how you're feeling when you're doing movements. Like, does it feel more smooth? Does it feel better? Are you getting faster? Are you getting more playing time? Are you getting more stats? Are people giving you more recognition? Like you need to just measure everything and make sure that it's consistently getting better. And then the last tenet and the last way in order to improve and actually make progress is just you got to be consistent. You got to show up every fucking day, my boy. You already know the exponential effect, the compound effect. That joint is real. That joint is super real. Like you'll be just like cruising like this and all of a sudden, boom, you just go all the way up to the moon. So what you need to understand is that by consistently every single day tracking your progress and actually seeing that you're making consistent progress and actually improving and showing up every single day, you will get better, you will see progress, and you will eventually reach your purpose. But unfortunately, you're never actually gonna get the most results. You're never actually gonna fulfill your purpose to the fullest extent unless you do number 3, which is presence. See, now this one's a little bit of a monkey wrench, something new that I just threw at y'all. Is what you need to be is actually present. You need to be fully living in the moment, living in the now. Like when I click my fingers, please just focus on this video. The issue is nowadays people are so disconnected. Since we got phones or whatnot, it's like people are not actually living in the world. They're like living in their minds or something. They're living in the future. They're living in the past over the mistakes they made. That's not the way to live, bro. Understand, you need to be here in the now, because the reason why being present and just, being one with the moment is so important is because when you're here in the now, you can skull fuck the present moment and make it your bitch. Like, I know that might sound a little vulgar for y'all, but I really mean that is that when you are fully present, you can extract and squeeze everything out of the moment. You can take full advantage and grab exactly what it is you want. Because understand, the reality, the life you want, the body you want, whatever it is literally right in front of you. You just need to actually go out there and take the opportunity that's right in front of you. And you do that when you're present. When you're present, you're able to fully recognize all the opportunity that's around you and take full advantage of that. So when you apply this to your training, is that when you're fully present, you're actually going to be fully there. You're actually going to be able to get that last rep out. You're going to be able to go a little bit harder in your workout. You're going to be able to just push a little bit harder and get that much more results and actually fulfill your purpose, actually fulfill your mission. So how exactly do you do this? And I'm not about to give y'all like, okay, you need to go and meditate for hours out of the day. Nah. Because let's be real. I know y'all niggas ain't going to do that. I know y'all not going to do that. Like y'all brains is too dopamine fried to actually go and meditate. No. Instead, actually, I'm going to give y'all some advice that you probably ain't never heard before. What you need to do is just do one thing at a time. Understand? A lot of people are out here, they're multitasking. They're thinking that, oh yeah, I'm on my phone while I'm working out and listening to this podcast. I'm getting 2 birds killed with one stone. It's like, no, bro. You're actually just half-assing shit. And when you half-ass shit, you pretty much get nothing out of it, because nothing half-assed is actually good. No, do one thing at a time. If you're going to doom scroll, just doom scroll and fry your brain. If you're going to do that bad habit of smoking or vaping, whatever y'all be doing, drinking alcohol, just do that. You don't need to be like scrolling on your phone and like, hey, yo, I got the... No. You can just do the bad habit by itself. Because understand, even if you're doing a bad habit, even if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, by just doing one thing at a time, you get the most out of it. You'll be fully present and understand exactly like, is this actually getting me closer to my goal? Probably not. But is this getting me closer to my goal? If it is, then keep doing more of that. So it's like you just start doing one thing at a time. If you're gonna scroll on your phone, scroll on your phone. If you're gonna go to the gym, just go to the gym. If you're gonna listen to music, then just listen to music. If you're gonna work on your business, if you're gonna do your homework, then just do that. If you're gonna play video games, then just play video games. It's like you don't need to be doing multiple things at once. And when you start doing one thing at a time, like I just said, is you'll be presently doing those things. So in your mind will be clear enough to the point where you can recognize whether what you're doing is actually helping you or hurting you. And if you're a real ass nigga and you actually love yourself and don't hate yourself, you're gonna stop doing the stuff that's hurting you and you're gonna keep doing more of the things that are helping you. So that's how you become athletic. And understand, athletics is more than just being athletic and being aesthetic. It's more than just fitness. You can apply this to business. You can apply this to goals. You can apply this to relationships. Is that you need to go into everything, number one, with a purpose. You need to know the why behind why you're doing exactly what you're doing, so you actually have the motivation, so you actually have a reason to do what you're doing. Number two, you need to be making consistent progress. You need to consistently be improving and getting better, so that way you know that you're getting closer to your goal. And remember, don't get caught up in the grind, y'all. The grind is just a process meant to get you to your result. Remember that. Don't get caught up in the grind and being like the nigga that grinds all day. And then the last step, of course, is that you gotta stay present. You gotta be in the moment. You gotta put your full focus, time, and attention into the present moment so you can extract and make the most out of it and get the most out of this life and keep making those consistent steps towards your purpose. So those are the 3 principles of athletics. Just keep it P, y'all. And don't forget, if you want to become athletic and aesthetic, click the top link in the bio below to get the free athletic workout system. And don't forget to check out the last video I made about how to become flexible without stretching. And seriously, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I really do appreciate you, and I'm out. Dooski.